Well, hey, this is Steve at 1,000 Year Homes. So life being a solo off-grid builder is all about incremental success, right? And when I first got here, cleared the area, and subsequent to that, we saw that the neighbors had a fire, right? So which immediately got in the canopy of these cedars, and they burn like heck. So whenever I get a few minutes between the job, I'll go and I'll clean out one of these brush, right? I want all the limbs that are too low that'll just run the fire right up. I would like a fire to be able to pass underneath. You know, decades ago we had buffaloes, and if the buffaloes didn't eat the branches, they would scratch and they would break them down. And the cattle do the same thing. They'll scratch a tree and raise the canopy of the tree high enough a fire will roll right through. Among other things, you know, beavers backed up everything, and it was a whole different world, but we have to manage it now. So this is one of the best things that I found for trimming limbs, you know, just my Ryobi, and mine's getting a little worn out, but you know, it's a heck of a trimmer. I'll show you that. There's that and a cable. I could adjust it. I haven't had to adjust it yet, and I've done a lot of cutting. And then just, you know, I've got your regular 6 amp battery in there. That's just your regular Ryobi battery in there. Get yourself one of those if you want to. But today I'm going to go ahead and prune up all these branches that are low, and you know, get this horse area. I want to pull the horse trailer right there. So, and the horses are coming up. They think it's meal time. I might give them something. They fool with the camera if I don't. I'm gonna move you out of the way because they'll just horse around with this camera. Get it? Horse around. Is it lunchtime, Blaze? Huh? Lunchtime? Blaze saying it's lunch. It is lunchtime, and I haven't fed them, so they're not going to. They're not going to not leave me alone. I'll holler at old Hank too and get him set up. I'll go ahead and film me from a new angle, feeding the horses. How about that? All right, Blaze. New angle for everybody to watch me feed you guys. And then I wanna get this tree done. Okay. Where's old Hank? Feed time! Hey, get back in your spot. You don't bully him like that. Come on, Hank. Not gonna put up with that, Blaze. We've been working on food urgency. You don't even need to be a little nervous like that. I'm gonna give you half because that was naughty. One thing I'll do to slow Blaze down sometimes when I don't want to rope him out, and I don't want to right now, is put his food in 3 different buckets. That way he's going, he's moving around, he's not harassing old Hank over there. That ought to keep them out of my hair for a minute or two. Let's see if I could prune that. It's getting hot on the farm. I want to head and go get a bite to eat when it's 106 out. Watch a movie. I've decided I'm gonna sit in a theater. I feel bad. I feel bad for all those people going to movie theaters, got to sit next to me. I smell like a dirty old cowboy. Because I am a dirty old cowboy. Easy. So Blaze is still a little nervous about things like this. You see that? Him run off. Make a little pile of branches right there. Just getting them used to me working. It's been a thing. This thing's scaring him right here. He thinks I'm gonna whop him with it. I'm not gonna whop you. I'm not gonna whop you. I'm not. Come on. See, he doesn't like all this. He's gone over. You can't see off camera. He doesn't like this. Come on. There you go. Sure, oats. I'm not gonna hurt you. He's convinced I'm gonna hurt him with this. Of course I'm not. But he doesn't know no better. It's noisy, it's new. He's never heard any such thing in his life. For as big as horses are, they're surprisingly timid. The cedar's real hard to get into with the chainsaw, so if I can clear it out with this nipper, then I can get in there and make it pretty with the chainsaw. Do that work. Blaze still not trusted me. He's not even eating his oats. He's ready to sprint. He's convinced that I'm out to get him. Here, I'll show you a little bit of how he paces here. He's all upset. Well, that's all right. He'll go eat Hank's oats. Oh, Hank, come over here and eat his oats. He's all nervous. I'll give you a little bit more. Blaze, stop bullying him around. You gonna eat? I don't care who stands at whose, but don't make me tie you out. So it's okay, you know, I'll get him used to that, but see how nervous he is around. Well, he's never seen one of these, it's new to him. I don't think the person who had him was whacking him with tools, but maybe, I don't know. He sure doesn't trust it, that's for sure. I'll shoot you from the other side and then you can all see how scared he is. See that? All I did was pick up the camera. I got the camera in one hand and the trimmer in the other. That was enough to spook him. Well, I don't want to ride a horse like that, right? So I've got to get him all... Look at old Hank. Hank don't give none. But when I ride Blaze for the first time, I will put a rope on Hank and let him lead. That way, maybe it'll keep him calm. Oh, easy now. Easy. And that's the benefit of having an old horse with a young horse. Old horse has seen some stuff. Not all scared, freaked out. Young horse hasn't seen any of this. He is one nervous Nelly. Acting a fool is what he's doing. You're letting Hank eat your oats because you're so scared, huh? All right. Well, I'm gonna let that ride. You gotta get a little braver. I have not hurt you. I have not hurt you once. You can trust me. Just make a little noise. That's all I'm doing, making a little noise. And when I get carried away like that, and I pinch a log halfway, and it builds up in there, I just bang the crap out of it until it jumps loose. Now that ought to make old Hank jump. But it's all part of the training to have them get used to me. During lunches, I do that kind of stuff just to get them used to them. But you know, it wasn't my purpose to train. I just combined the moment. I have never seen Blaze stand so far away from his oats. He wants them too. He wants those oats, but I'm over here making too much noise for him, and he is unsure of my amount of noise that I'm making and what it's all about. He is scared life is gonna hurt him. Hank, did you eat all his oats up? Blaze, is that too much? I'll tell you what, buddy. I'll give him just a little bit more oats because he got all his oats eaten up, but I'll give it to him just where he's feeling comfortable, right there. Maybe make him step up one. Somebody eat all your oats, buddy, because you were scared. Let's get you some fresh oats. Lost all confidence in me. Stomps his water bucket. He got so scared. I don't know if you could see him off camera sniffing those branches that I'm cutting, but he was interested in my efforts. And that's why you gotta stay around horses if you want to train them. You gotta eat with them and expose them to things. Right, he's never seen somebody stack a pile of branches before. That's brand new. Brand new to his horsey senses. And it's kind of scary, to be honest. So right where that camera is, that's where I want to park that horse trailer. So, and then I don't have to walk all the way out in the heat to get their bales of hay, and I'll use it for their bridles and harnesses and things like that. And since it's steel, it'll help protect this area a little bit with the fire break. And every now and then I'll feed them in it so they're not scared of it. I'll feed them in it. So then if there's a fire, when they'll be nervous about that, I'll be able to load them right up, because they'll see it as a non-threat. But right now, everything would be a threat. And I just come in here with my fork truck and I just pick those up with the forks and haul them off. I know people have the grapples on their buckets, and I've debated it, but I think it's a much ado about nothing. I think forks get underneath there, and if I need to grab it, I've got a chain on my bucket. I just throw it right over the brush pile, hook it, off I go. It's easier than the grapple. I don't have to worry about all the hydraulics and whatnot. Hey, I didn't mean to leave that open. You're not welcome in there. Alrighty. Well, I'll definitely be able to get in here with a chainsaw. Before I wasn't. Alright, you win. You win all that. Come on. Got a little horse training done. Getting this rat's nest of a cedar thicket cleared out. I'll be able to at least walk around it. Please, are you afraid? Blaze is asking for a little reassurance. Let's give him a little reassurance. Wants to make sure I'm not mad at him. He was getting in the oats. I yelled at him. Come here, Blaze. I'll give you a little more. Come here. You're not in trouble. Want one more little handful? Come on. Come on. I'll get you one more little handful. Just a little handful. Come on. You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. See? No, you're not in trouble. Easy. Easy. He sees me with that big piece of equipment and he doesn't know. It's funny that a big, I don't know, he's 1,000 pounds. A big creature like this can be so timid. A little bit more. You want some more too, Hank, since I spoiled him? I'll spoil you. He's going to be skittish now, though, see? He's going to be all skittish. I messed up. I missed grabbing that thing. Come here. What? One thing you do want to make sure every time you train a horse, you're successful, and I missed right there. So now I taught him to dodge me. I needed to be more committed. Oh well, I'm hot, it's tired, I'm tired. Blaze is still staying off camera, everybody. He is not trusting me with this thing in my hand. I can't take him on a trail ride when he's that skittish. I gotta work on his confidence so he can ride around where there's surprises. I'm probably too fat to trail ride anymore anyway. So. But it would be nice to be able to do so. But he's still just right off camera there, still hanging out, very curious, checking out what I'm doing. He lifts his head up every now and then. Me flinging around a stick without hitting him, and him building some confidence. That's as good for him as it will be when I get this done. And I can park my trailer under it. Plus I won't have all of this fire worry. You know, I'm trying to make a fire break around the house. So I don't want to cut all these trees out. You know, they're native and tough. This has been 2 years of drought, 90 days of no rain. There are no needles falling off of this thing. He is planning to survive. Well, that looks better already, doesn't it? Already looks better. That mesquite still trying to survive. There's some green ones in there. Everything else dead. Dead, 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 dead. And it's like, nah, I got this. It's crazy. It's crazy, isn't it? There's still a tough little thicket right there. I'm getting there, but in the film I could see that it's still pretty thick. Might come in there and do that one with a chainsaw. $103 right now. 103 and I'm out here. So the whole purpose of me working out here is come October, usually that's when the floods come. And I want to have the area around my house outside ready so I can run the water away, raise it up a little bit around the shipping containers. In the winter I can do the drywall and stuff, but I'll get this painted, I'll get it watertight, water ready. And I did two things today. I cleared out this thicket, a lot of it. Like, look at that pile of brush right there. And I did a little horse training. Got to, expose Blaze to some scary things. Let him know that he's not going to get hurt. If I take him out on a trail ride, I can't have him all spooked like that. But right there, that's a sizable pile of brush that would have just been feeding fuel, feeding fire. So still got a little bit. Some of this I can't cut. This Ryobi trimmer is so good. Leah will go into these piles. I'll say, Leah, cut me a little tunnel underneath those cedar, and she'll go in and cut me a little tunnel, and then I can get in there with the chainsaw and clean them out when they're real thick. This is not the first pass on this group of cedars. This was super congested. It's got this mesquite tangled up in it too, but not the first time we've done this thing. And whenever I try to cut the branches long enough, it leaves me something to work with. And I do like to separate the mesquite from the cedar. But now that I have a wood chipper, I don't think that matters much anymore. Chip it all up. Get rid of the little stuff, and the big stuff I'll turn into coyote fence. Oh, here's something I like to do. Whenever I get a Y there, I always like to trim it so that I end up with a fork that I can use. So like this here, you know, I'll cut it here, and I'll cut it here, and that way, when I cut this piece of timber here, I'll end up with, you know, on one end it's got a little fork, and I can use that sometimes. So I always manage to cut the little forks into it, given a chance. This is Steve at 1,000 Year Homes. I'm gonna walk up to the horses, holding you on a tripod, and see how they respond to that. I see old Hank is Mr. Seasoned. He's all right. He don't care, but he was skittish when I first got him. Especially if I walked out with a tool in my hat, with a cowboy hat on, a rope. Oh my gosh, he would run. He was be scared of me. And there's Blaze. He's doing all right. They're both gonna walk off though before I get too close to them. So I still got a little bit of work to do on these guys, but oh look while I was visiting with y'all. So I got that pile of brush done. Cut a little opening in there. I need to bring my chainsaw. I'm gonna cut that mesquite out of that tangle, fix that up so then I can park my horse trailer right there. So let's see, that's 33 minutes. Now it's time for me to go eat lunch and yeah, nothing else I could have done during that time. Eat a lunch and go watch a movie. Well, it's 106 out here. Gotta cool down every day or it just kills me. All right, thank you. Like, subscribe, follow me along. Horse training and wood cutting all at once. Who would think?